Good evening, welcome to this live stream of Elite Dangerous. Hello. I know I've been away for a few days, but it was just because I didn't really have much content to do. I had a bad neck and kind of I was on some medication which kind of threw me off a little bit, so I just kind of didn't really want to stream well under those conditions after the last stream. You're in fast, yes? Blooming egg. Are you sat waiting? Commence hacking. Hacking what? Okay, so I'm back anyway, and tonight I'm on the very light stuff. Yeah, I don't even know which way to do it to the camera. It's a shandy. I'm on the cocktails. Oh, that was a bit frozen because it's got ice in it. Right, okay. That music isn't too intrusive, is it? I'm hoping not so much. I'm trying to get a little bit closer to the microphone actually, because some streams I've noticed I'm a little bit off. Okay, so as usual, I'm not totally ready, even though I thought I was ready. So I'm just going to have a quick look at my desktop and open up the two things that I... Oh yeah, sorry. I was totally off what you're on about there, Jess. Yes, I've actually known about the hacks for a while now. Personally, I like hanging about different types of dirty forums, shall we say. And I like looking at what's being produced and things like that. It doesn't bother me. Honestly, it doesn't bother me too much that people are hacking unless they're doing it in PvP, but I never play PvP. I know people are saying it can be used to attack the background simulation. I'm assuming Frontier would have the stats and be able to spot that very, very easily. You know, if somebody's just turning in mission after mission after mission after mission really, really quickly, they should be able to spot that very quickly. Light year jump range and stuff like that, I'm absolutely sure that their statistical analytic bots, I guess that's what you might call it, would very, very, very quickly pick up on stuff like that. Sorry, I did a horrible burp there. There was some like the which ones did I think were actually quite interesting that they got away with? Stuff like the fuel scooping. I've often wondered what part of the game file that's in. Also the instant jump. Things like the instant jump. I was like, those are interesting because I think that's actually a loading program, so I don't know if it is, but I suppose it is, between one screen to another. So certain things like that where I'm like, I don't know how much advantage somebody's going to have out of it. Obviously, being able to make your ship so it's nigh on invincible it's not a good idea to be doing in a game like this. You're probably going to get reported quickly, unless you're doing it to mostly harmless people and stuff like that half the time, so it's not even spotted, because they'll just think that they're noobs at the game. I'm still looking for my voice. There it is. Okay, I was looking for my voice program. That's why I'm sat here not actually flying anywhere. If you need that, do you know what I didn't like? I didn't like that everybody's using it as clickbait. I didn't like that. I think it's a bit weird, but I know what YouTube's like these days. You've got to get your clicks. You've got to get your clicks to get that income. So, but I just thought it was weird that people are kind of going, all this cheating's going on, but go watch that guy's video. Then why are you making a video? Seems a bit weird. Yeah, the PvP crowd would, because it means that they've probably been fighting a lot of battles where they are at a disadvantage, more than a disadvantage. And do you know what? I feel sorry for the people who are playing pure PvP. So the people who actually enjoy going out and playing it and maybe have meetups and stuff like that. I kind of feel for those people, but people who gank and stuff like that half the time don't really care about them. And they will be the ones who actually moan the most. They often are. Okay, let's take flight. The community thing doesn't start till tomorrow, does it, Dave? Engage frameshift.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, well, this is the thing with hacks, Jess. They're basically always created to get you to endgame fast and then give you advantage in endgame. Doesn't matter what the hack is. You know, and the problem is that with Elite Dangerous it's slightly different because it's nobody's paid for it. But when you look at something like Red Dead Redemption, where people have paid a lot of money, honk it.
System scan complete. Fuel scooping.
Why are we not honking? Why are we not honking?
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Why are we not honking? Systems panel. Thank God that worked because I didn't have a button. Data link scanner, discovery scanner. Yeah, it's there. Honk it. Why is that not working? Oh, they haven't had a control change or anything, have they? Does my button? No, my button still doesn't work. Mode. Mode. Honk it. Right, have I powered something down? Systems panel. Have I powered it down? How very strange. What's it under? Yet again. Right. It's under targeting, isn't it? So not targeting. It's under weapons. Primary fire, secondary fire. That's why. So secondary fire is number 0 and joystick 4. Okay, let's have a look. Just make sure I've got these set properly. Where is it? I don't know. What do you lot think about it? Sorry, I'm gonna... Secondary fire. Primary. There we go. Couldn't find that for a second. Yeah, press and release number key. Okay, so that should be fine. I didn't check what key I had it set to, but I'm pretty sure it was key 4. Ah, okay, something wasn't up. Honk it. There we go. Okay, let me go, boss. Have you been to the outpost? So no, I haven't been to it yet, Dave. Have you been? Engage frameshift. Engage frameshift.
Frameshift drive charging.
But when it comes to the hacking, Jess, it's like I say, it doesn't bother me too much. But you know, I've never, even in the Division 1, I know there was massive problems with hacking. And I never came across it because I don't play pure PvP. I know people are saying it can affect the background simulation, but I'm absolutely sure that Frontier have bots looking for certain stats. Absolutely sure of it. Whoops. Honk it. Yeah, dang them you. Honk it. I might as well just press the button down myself. I could do it. I know, that was the funny one, but you know, again, isn't that a hacking? Changing the HUD? I'm gonna be honest with you, it's kind of all grown on me. No, you can still get cheating on the PS4, especially in PvP. Actually, it's not. I can't tell if that's high metal content, isn't it? There's certain things which can allow you to plug mice and keyboards into your PlayStation, and that gives you an advantage in combat. Engage frame shift.
Frame shift drive charging.
Yeah, it can, and you need a medium ship anyway, don't you? Medium or small. Is this stuff going to take up our cargo space, by the way? That's the only, like, is it going to take up cargo space, or can we sell it like we do like we do other components, you know what I mean. And we go to the tech broker. Honk it.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
That was loud. Fuel scoop disengaged. Right, okay, let's have a look, see what we've got here. Use that button. Okay, there we go. Rocky Ice World. Concentrated signal sources. Transients. I can't remember which one's which now. Always winds me up when I do this. Degraded emissions. Okay, so we could actually go into some of these and grab some stuff. Transient signals. So it's this concentrated signal that I need to concentrate on. But I couldn't find it the other night, but that could have been ineptness. Notable stellar phenomenon. Nice one. Notable stellar phenomenon. Oh, we might go have a look at them, people. Or sheeple. So, what's this one then? This transient one, as they call it. Is this the one I had? Okay. Aha! The generation ship Lycaon. Or Lycion. Lycion, I think is probably a better name. But let's go have a look at this notable stellar phenomenon. Let's see what we've dropped in on. And we can go Super Cruise Assist. Because we are in a Super Cruise assisted ship. Alright with a target. Well, the reason I say that, Dave, is because that is going to be a right fanny on, isn't it? This would have been a very good time for them to release a new SRV. I thought, you know, like scanning obelisks and stuff like that, to get what I mean. I'm going to be honest with you, I've got that page loaded up, I just haven't read it. Pure laziness. Pure laziness on my part. Right, I forgot to post all these. So I need to go my channel. My channel. Where's my video? Videos. Why am I not showing up as live? Oh, I hate YouTube. They're making some changes in YouTube which just don't make sense. And that's not because I can't be bothered getting used to stuff. It honestly, it's making stuff oops. Interesting question, Jess. I might actually, I might note my Steam account and actually have a quick look. I'm just posting this in the Discord. I'll be with you in a moment. But I saw your message there. Where the hell is that Baron's domain? Add Tubers. Okay, am I back in game? Still 1,000 out. 2 to 3 years. I think we're going to be hitting on 2 years, Jess. All I know is I've done 2,905 hours. So I'm going to actually try and make some more short videos as well, because I used to enjoy making them, and it's more, I do like streaming, but I really need to get these days tied down so that I'm not kind of just coming on ad hoc. Is that the correct way to use it? I guess it is. Coming on ad hoc. I do like this Super Cruise Assist. It's a little bit slower. It seems a little bit slower to do certain distances. I'm guessing because it's accelerating and decelerating at what it considers to be a safe speed. But I think the acceleration part of it definitely, and top speed is not so good with Super Cruise Assist. I guess you could always turn it off when you're a couple of K out, couldn't you? Or turn it on when you're a couple of K out. Ooh, we got Blancmange cloud. Is it a cloud or just smoke? So, I did want to make a change. Sorry. Systems panel. I did actually want to make a change in my fire group. So the not the data link scanner. So it's the composition scanner's the one I wanted to change. Yes. I don't know. Next fire group? No, I don't know what I've set for that. Give us a second. Just let me jump back out. I don't know what half my commands are sometimes. It is next fire group. Maybe if I just put fire group as well. Command. No, it should work. Hang on. Let's go back in the game. Next fire group. Next fire group. Next fire group. Next fire group. What have I got that set to? Controls. Weapons. No, it's targeting, isn't it? That's next target. I'll be under weapons. Joystick 2 and joystick 6. One's bloody joystick 2. That'll be joystick 2. Joystick 2 and joystick 6. Ah, okay. That'll do. I didn't know I'd set it to that one. Yeah. Oh yeah. Composition scanner, right. Another look. So yeah, it's around then. Around 2 to 3 years, I think. Hearing some really. What's that noise? There's some strange noises outside my cabin that I don't know if I've ever heard before. Also, I was thinking of getting rid of the camera. What do people think about that? I don't know, I just don't know if it's needed. And I have to set it up all the time. Like, come on. Well, not all the time, but... Oh, dang you. Honk it. Oh, cripes, I don't actually know which button we press now. Oh, no. That does it. Honk it. Hooray! Right, let's go see this big ship then. I'm supposing those stellar phenomena are the same phenomenon. Hard points.
Frameshift drive charging.
What are you saying? Now I'm just playing MLB The Show 17. I'm 2 years behind, and my picture. Wait, correct? I am aligned. Boost. There you go. My starting picture is Jess Garcia. He's got the goatee, everything. Good picture as well. Right, so yeah, this is like 25,000 light seconds out, so must have been going in the opposite direction, I think. The generation so Lycaon, I think its name is. Phenomenon. Wasn't it just from? I always thought it was from the Muppets. Ah, okay, that movie. Yeah, okay, yeah. Wasn't that John Travolta before he went Scientology? Zeno. You don't have to be crazy to join Scientology, but it helps. Oh, Commander Hep's gone offline, so I'm supposing that's so he can tune into his favourite YouTube provider. So yeah, I'm just going to do a little test. So like imagine you're just bamming along 308 Cs and climbing, you know, only 17 seconds out and your speed's still climbing. And that's what I mean about it. It's like, and then you just drop it back like that and then go into Super Cruise Assist. I like that. I think it's exactly. It's a good business model. God, imagine getting rung for $1 million and then they tell you the Xeno story. The more money we come across, the more we have to donate. That's the word I was looking for. No, they need people for the Sea Org, so you get in that way. Those are basically the slaves of Scientology. So you get in that way if you were homeless. Good way to get homeless people off the streets. That could be my running slogan. Off the streets and into Scientology. Hey Malcolm, I was just talking about you. I saw you go offline. So I was like, oh, he must be tuning into his favourite host. Right, It's not on that one, is it? That one. Honk it. It is a honk for this one, isn't it? Yes. Honk it. There we go. Oh, the data link scanner goes longer than it should. Oh no. What button's that then? There we go. Hey Zen Zulu, how's it going? Okay, so we've got the targets. Now, as anybody will have seen in my last stream, it's very, very difficult to... it's extremely difficult to maneuver this ship to get the uplinks. Ship's log uplinks. Incredibly difficult to maneuver, but we'll give it a go. What's that one? Let's turn a little bit so we can see it. Hello, my beauty. Ah, okay. Sure. Now we've got to work out how we get in there and touch the sky. Honk it. You're not gonna like that. Okay. I can see you're a picky bunch. Right, let's see where this one is. So apparently it's below us. Can't see it myself. Oh, there we go. Somebody slap on the brakes. Lights? Night vision? Oh, they're not. Yeah, because I said system map. Systems panel. That's better. Get a good look at this thing now. I can't remember if we have to, whether we can damage ourselves on these little things here. Hang on, is this even on this side? I'm assuming it isn't actually. Systems panel. We'll turn the night vision off. No, we're not. We need to be over the other side. Yeah, I know. And just this ship as well. The ship's huge, so actually getting it to back up or getting it to even go forward are two little things in themselves. Yeah, no brakes like the one we went to the other night. I am getting slightly more used to it, I must admit. And number 3. We don't get money for any of this, by the way. Learned that the hard way. I need to fix that. It's not good for a money goblin like me. I know, you can imagine the Thargoids are right pissed off.
Did you know he had shields which were unbreakable? That's why all our little minions went through him. No, you're joking. I'm not joking. The little bugger had infinite shields. Well, are you putting cattle on?
Well, that's why I think one of the options was caught in the headlights enemy or something like that, where they don't do anything. One shot in a Medusa.
Did you see how quickly he took down our mam?
Oops, easy. Oh. Right, there we go. That's the lot. So let's have a look. I don't know if this actually is an audio one or not. Contagion. It is. So this one's called Physician's Log. Contagion.
Physician's Log 2379/2. Nothing out of the ordinary to report. Minor injuries, aches and pains from the more vulnerable crew members, and the usual bout of influenza you'd expect with so many people living in such close confines. It seems the current strain of influenza is becoming resistant to the vaccines we've developed on board. Only thing of note was a minor injury to one of the survey team. Gottlieb sustained a minor laceration. He was taking a mineral sample on a nearby asteroid. Suit got braids, but he managed to apply an emergency seal before anything serious happened. I only hope the sample he took was worth the scar it's gonna leave.
I wonder how the contagion broke out. It's like a bad B movie.
Physician's Log 2387/8. We have an emergency. The strain of influenza infecting the ship has become completely resistant to any vaccines or treatment we can find. 13% of the ship's population has now succumbed to the infection, and so far 8 have died. I've initiated emergency measures on quarantining the infected. The epidemiologist, Dr. Monroe, is working around the clock to find a solution. I'm sure she'll come up with a cure before long.
Epidemiologist. Is that what he said? It's a long word, that one.
Physician's Log 2463/5. Dr. Monroe made a discovery that has filled...
Can I just say they had some pretty crappy microphone things for the ship's log, considering how far into the future it is. Should be crystal clear quality.
Physician's Log 2463/5.
Division 2, Malcolm.
Dr. Monroe made a discovery that has filled me with dread. This contagion doesn't derive from the influenza epidemic. It's altogether more alien than that. The contaminant has no human origin. It comes from Gottlieb, the scientist who was injured a few days ago. Whatever mineral he was taking a sample of must have got into his blood. It's mutated into some kind of virulent pathogen. Monroe is unable to isolate the microorganism that's causing it. It spreads fast. Quarantine hasn't worked and people are starting to panic. We're doing our best to come up with a counteragent, but I'm not sure we have the resources.
The proverbial excrement has now hit the fan.
Precision's Log 2499/9. We are lost. Monroe know died 2 days ago, and any chance we had of finding a cure for this epidemic died with her.
Yeah, well.
Half the ship's population is already dead, and 98% of those remaining are infected. Teams are working around the clock to vent the bodies into space, but they're piling up so quickly. The riots haven't helped.
Well, they never
People
do.
are panicking, angry, don't know what to do. When you see your family die, I guess you just get desperate. I don't know what to do. Suppose I should do my job, but it's no use. At least I've avoided an infection. For now.
Is the sound alright for everybody, even though it's coming out of Motorola hardware? Sounds alright to me, but my sound settings are a little different to yours.
Decisions log 2501/7. I knew I wasn't going to avoid contracting this thing forever. I'm one of the last. This place is so quiet now. Used to teem with life, and now there's just silence along the empty corridors. I should probably go for one last walk while I still can.
Okay, so Contagion got in from outside. Those pesky bloody scientists not doing their jobs properly. They never do they? I haven't got a science officer on my ship. That's the whole reason why. Oh, don't worry, Jess. I won't be so pedantic. But you might be right. Right, we've got a little bit of a trip to the next one. I think we've got 5. Let's see if I can guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jumps, I think. Yep, 5 jumps. We'll say goodbye to that ship. See ya, wouldn't want to be ya. Boost. Yeah, they're supposed to be slightly degraded. I just want to make sure that the music isn't too intrusive. You know, first intrusive music, then the brie gets too warm, then the wine's corked. It's not a good mix. Engage frame shift.
Cannot comply.
Hard points. When you do that, why doesn't it just retract the hard points and bugger off? Engage frame shift. See, I've lost a viewer because of that now. I don't think I've even got a viewer over on Twitch. Might be a better quality stream over on Twitch, but the YouTube lot of the ones who stay with you through thick and thin. Oh crap! I've knocked my chat off. Right, if you said anything the last 30 seconds, I have no idea. I'll have to check. Honk it. So we'll stop to scan any Earth types. Obviously not in this one. Did anybody say anything? Or... I haven't even got the video running. That's a good start. Where's my chat screen now? I did miss Jess's message. Engage frame shift.
Frame shift drive charging.
One day all this will be voice activated. All of this. Voice activated in MDF.
4, 3, 2.
Yes, all in the bubble. In and around the bubble. Very close. Alanus 10 is definitely in the bubble. It's close to the Hawes region. That's where you see all the women standing on planet corners. Yeah, they react to things like give the fuck over and stuff like that. Honk it. But yeah, nearly every one of these generation ships are in the bubble. Nine bodies. Let's see what we've got in this baby. Oh, we have got an Earth-like underwater world. So, how do we target it? I can't remember.
You're going to system map and do it the old way.
Oh, that'll be a good one. The question is that one terraformable? It's currently being terraformed. We'll go do that one first. Alright, Jess, catch you later. Have fun on the bike ride. Yeah, please don't forget to press that like button, people. I never get enough. I can never get enough. I can't ever get enough. Oh, I always do this. Why? I just did that before. Dashboard. No, not dashboard. Right, close. There we go. So we don't want to do the Super Cruise Assist here because I don't want to drop out. But we do want to slow down a little and get this baby scanned. I think now with the new payout system you should just be scanning everything, and deep surface scanning as well, because it takes, I'm going to be honest with you, some planets can in you around, I think around 2 million. So really, just for a 2-minute stop off, I think it's ridiculous not to do that grind. And there's so many Earth-likes in and around the bubble. It works on discovered planets and stuff, so you don't need to worry about that. I think the only system it doesn't work in is Sol, as far as I'm aware. And maybe in Jameson's. Maybe. I don't know. And it can be as easy as... Do I only have 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... No, so I'll have to do... that one. Please. 1... 2... 3... 4... 5... and 6. That should get us 100%.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Ah, we've done it easily.
Scan complete.
So you see how easy that was just to go through that.
Scan complete.
And if we go grab this Earth Lake as well, I should have just chosen Planet 1, but... And this one's only 300 light seconds, so... I don't know, that could be anywhere between... Oh, maybe 3 to 5 million, I think, for that, if I remember rightly. Can't remember the highest you can get for the surface scan. It's somewhere on the Discord, actually. Just gonna have a quick... Oh, shut Discord down. I can't shut it down. Where did you post that, Dave? It was you that posted it, I think. Elite web links. There it is. Yeah, an Earth like 3.2 million. And I'm supposing that'll just go down as a water world for 1.2 million. So that's with first discoveries and stuff. So when you don't have first discovery, SS and deep surface, Earth like 1.1 million, water world. So yeah, that's about 1.5 million for a couple of minutes work, I think. Not bad. It's better when it's a first discovery. You get tons. But you don't come across them that often, that's the problem. Yeah, I found it. Thanks, Dave. Did find it. Are you not... I thought you'd be playing Red Dead Redemption with it going... with the online going live now. Not beta. I love the fact that there was loads of videos the day before, literally the day before, saying it's dead, it's gonna die, trying to anticipate what was going to happen, and then they came out and Basically said, no, we've got huge plans for it. That was a beta. Okay, so too fast. Maybe. Okay, 6 probes again. So. 1, 2, 3, 4. So quick this as well now. Well, I say quick. I'm a bit slow on firing those ones off, but we're reloading the cannons anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Well, yeah, but they just, I mean, they've kind of got all their numbers together. Now everything will start working as intended. Hey, let's go. How is it? How are you? How is it? How are you? Nice of you to finally pop in. Some people. Right, so off we go to this one. Oh, we're not in the system yet, are we? Next system. Engage frameshift.
Frameshift drive charging.
Too busy playing with boats, I suppose. I was just going over my holiday snaps yesterday, actually.
4, 3, 2.
Good memories for me. For you, not so much. Honk it.
Fuel scooping.
That's a hyperspace death roll. Oh, dethrottle. Okay. But it doesn't engage. That's the other thing. The hyperspace dethrottle. I haven't noticed it. Has anybody else noticed it? I haven't really noticed it kick in. Oh, we got one Earth-like. And I think we might have a thingamajigamabob. Forgot the name of them now. Oh no, maybe not. High metal. High metal. They're all high metals. Apart from that one. Okay, we'll just go do that then. I was under the persuasion that there might be an ammonia world there. There isn't. Just make sure I haven't clocked this one before. I don't think I have any of these. You'd be amazed how many haven't. These are all in the bubble, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, to go get another one of these so-called beers. 2.8. Thought it was back in the USA for a second. I'll scan this one and have a victory sip. Slave driver? No way. You got to have ice cream. That was one of the best ice creams you've ever had as well. You know it was. Oof, that summer heat. I don't miss that summer heat, by the way. Don't miss it at all. It's probably better than where you are. It's probably less... No, I mean, where you are, no, it's quite wet, but I suppose New York's probably wetter. Or is the wettest. Superlatives and comparatives, people.
Surface scanned by
Right, let me just go grab a quick can.
Scan complete. System scan complete.
Okay, I'm back. Feels weird speaking into the headphones without hearing my own voice. Not that I actually like that. It just feels weird. Right, off we go. Let's get next one. Next system. Engage frame shift.
Frame shift drive charging.
Thanks, chum. So what's everybody else doing, and what does everybody think? Can you come on in the chat and talk about what you think about the hacks? Are you for or against them? Are you? I'm not using them, just to make it clear. That 3,000 light year jump there was just an aberration. Don't pay attention to that. Before you press record and start sending your videos, I haven't really done a 3,000 light year jump. Honk it. No, I'm gonna go there tomorrow, I guess, Dave. I'm going to the next generation ship. I'm in too big of a ship for the outpost. This is a large ship. Second largest ship in the game, isn't it? Is it? Can't remember now. Bloody suns. Fucking suns again. Engage frame shift.
Frame shift drive charging.
Not on the meds tonight, that's why I'm coughing. But I am limited. But what do people think about this whole hacks thing? I mean, I've known about them for a while. I've known about the availability anyway. I like to hang around unsavoury forums and see what's going on. So, I've known that they existed. Honk it.
Fuel scooping complete.
Definitely make the game easier, wouldn't they? Are we at our destination? I think we are, you know. Okay, let's have a scanner on a Rooney. Yeah, don't they say blaze your own trail? Isn't that the... Well, this is what I was saying before. I was saying, honestly, if people have been using it to manipulate the background simulation, they would have to be doing it in mass. It would have to be a group that would do it in mass. And I know that anybody worth their salt, any company worth their salt who have an online game, there's certain values that they monitor. For example, in this game, I'm absolutely sure that they monitor jumps. So one of the reasons I think they made some changes to the coding with those crazy jumps that people were making, and they made some changes to the code because that was probably messing with their spotting tools, shall we say, or their spotting algorithms. So I think that they would, they were wanting to keep an eye out for huge jumps, people jumping from one place to the next in one jump. There's some of them which I don't know if they can ever change, like the insta jump, because I've said before that I think it's actually kind of like a loading screen that it kicks into. So or a loading screen overlay, so the insta jump is just kind of kicking a game part aside. Which was the other ones I saw for it? Obviously stuff like infinite shield, but I've said most people would, if you were in PvP and somebody's got infinite shield, you're going to spot it pretty quickly. Again, if they have overpowered weapons as well, you're going to probably spot it pretty damn fast as well. So I don't know what to make of a lot of it, because I think some of it is stuff that people would spot. I mean, Jess made a joke earlier about like one shot in a Medusa, but again, I'm sure they would spot that. I'm sure they'd be able to spot you one shot in a Medusa, because there's information going backwards and forwards between the main computer and. There's no transient signal here, or is there? Concentrated. So maybe it's a concentrated one. I don't know. Did I miss something? Ah, there we go. It's because I've already found it. Okay, let's align it with the destination. Oh, it's quite a long way actually, so we won't use the Super Cruise Assist. Well, funnily enough, fellas, a lot of people are saying that the only people really complaining are the PvPers, because essentially they stand to lose the most if they come up against somebody who's doing it. But although these hacks are around, and they've been around for a long time, this isn't something new. I didn't realise, because I don't, you know, I was saying I hang around with some of those boards. I haven't been around them for a few months, and I just wonder. Maybe the hacks have moved on a bit, but the last time I looked at one, it had very few options, and it was saying that a few of the things were spottable by FDev. It was whether FDev pulled you up on it. There was a few people saying, oh yeah, they pulled me up on it, and then other people saying they hadn't. One guy saying he had an insta-ban, but I think he tried to do something like that sold to Beagle Point in one jump or something like that. It was ridiculous. So. Because I'm going to be honest, and when I play single player games, I quite often use, depending the type of game, I do often actually use trainers. Especially like story play games, so not like Resident Evil, not like Red Dead, where it's kind of not so linear. But if it's a linear game, sometimes I don't mind using a trainer for certain things. Depends what it is. Depends how big the grind is. But in other games, I wouldn't even. It wouldn't be something I dreamed of using a trainer. There's other games where it's like if you use one, it completely defeats the point of it. I remember seeing for the Formula 1 game that I have, there was a trainer to make to instantly create all the best parts, and I was just thinking, if you go to the worst team in the grid and give them all the best parts, then they're no longer the worst team on the grid anyway, because you've cheated. So it doesn't really give you the desire of building that team to the top like maybe you would want to. Or for example, if it gives you infinite money to build a football team with or something. However, in something like Cities Skylines or something like that, I might be tempted to partake in a trainer. I mean, hacks are different because they are for multiplayer games, and you are affecting other people's gameplay, or you can affect other people's gameplay. Like I've said, if there's people kind of screaming, oh, there's people manipulating the background simulation. Look, this would take hundreds of people, if not more, all cheating on a massive scale. And you know, don't forget, when you accept a mission and you deliver a mission, the FDev servers know that because it's how they update your account. So if somebody's handing in a ton of missions in quick succession and picking up more and handing them out in quick succession, FDev are going to be able to spot that very quickly, especially if it was being done en masse. If they didn't, I'd be very, very surprised. And I'd scream negligence, but I just don't. I can't see that being the case at all. I mean, I've piled in on FDev on a lot of situations, but I think. But I'm wondering which parts of the game are on our end and are easily manipulated. That's what worries me. Which files are on our end which are they're able to manipulate with the hack. FDev shield. Okay, this one's a bit further than I thought, but hey, we're nearly there. Stick with us, kids. Nice whiskey, this. It's only a cheap, off-the-shelf one as well. My copy of The Division 2 still not working properly, by the way. Still problems with it. Still mention it on Twitter. And still not getting a reply. Oh no, have I got a reply? Oh, I have got a reply. Got a reply from one of the developers, actually. Basically saying, not sure Twitter is the place for it. Yeah, right. Right, Supercruiser assist active. And he said, because asked for a refund, and he was like, I think you need to talk to your point of purchase. It was you, mate. It was you and your company directly. So yeah, still having issues with the frame rates and stuff, which a lot of people are having. It's a memory leak. There's people with knowledge who've done a lot of background looks into what processes are going on and how things change, and they're basically saying it's definitely a problem with the game. Or the anti-cheat software actually is the one that people are pointing the finger at, and it looks like Ubisoft and Massive are kind of just going, well, we don't know. Yeah, I'm really annoyed, but especially to get that type of reply where they're saying, oh, I think that Twitter's not the place for it. Twitter actually is the place for it, because I want people to know that if they buy your product, there's a very good chance that it might not work for them, especially when I paid 920 quid for it, and you know, and I'm a big supporter of theirs and a big supporter of their games, as anybody knows. I love their games, so for them to kind of be saying that as well, because I have already complained directly to them, and they just got them saying, oh, send us diagnostic info of your PC. No, well, I did, but you get what I mean. I'm a bit worried as to where this ship is. It's, yeah, oh, yeah, I'm going. I've got it on PlayStation, but now I've just stopped playing it on PlayStation because I just don't feel I don't feel like I should be giving any of my time to them if they're just going to steal money off people. And I'm not the only one. In the whole time of it being around, the Division 1 has only had, I think, 14,000 comments. Yes, 14,000 comments in its PC troubleshooting section. That's in the whole time it's been alive. The Division 2's had 9,000 in 2 months. I hope this isn't on the other end of the planet, y'all. But this seems ridiculously close to the planet. Oh no, we're dropping out. Woo! Plotting emergency course. That's a good backdrop though, that, isn't it? Okay, let's have a look. This is the generation ship Odysseus. Honk it, my good man! No, that's a system scan. There we go. Right, okay, let's have a look what we've got here. We've got something lighting up blue there. I'm not sure what that is. Right, okay, ship uplink 0. I mean, anybody who saw me doing the beta and stuff will know that I was speaking well of the game. My opinion is they probably knew these problems existed before and thought they could patch them out. Seems like a lot of the patches are actually making the game worse, which is even more embarrassing, I think. Yeah, well, you know, I bought Ghost Recon and I would have definitely bought the new one, but there's no way I'm investing in any future products if they don't get this fixed. I don't think, you know, there's a lot of people who kind of, when their game's running, a lot of people are going, oh, stop complaining, just wait. I paid for it 2 months ago. 3 months ago? March, April, May, June, nearly 3 months ago. There's absolutely no way I should still be waiting for it to actually work. And the game works because it works perfectly for the first 30 minutes. There's absolutely no problems with it at all. It's just after those 30 minutes it goes to pot, which again points to a memory leak problem. I still think it's an NVIDIA problem, but I'm not an expert, but it seems like most of the complaints are coming from people with NVIDIA cards. Whoop. But not my shield's out yet. Whoops. Not yet, but we're not far off, son. Let's go down a bit. Down. There we go. Okay, let's see if we can get in there now. I don't know if there's the G-force of something messing about here, but I seem to be bouncing all over the place. I'm gonna see if these logs are, why did it do that? If these logs are audio, because if they are, I'll start to play them. Yes, they are.
Order! Order! I will have order in the house! It is decided then. The mission is changed. We, the elected council of the Odysseus, decree that all members of the crew remain on board, and all resources for the ill-conceived planetary colonization mission are are to be reallocated to enable the Odysseus to sustain us. Order! Order! Any and all attempts to leave the ship, question the Council, or otherwise reinstate the previous mission parameters is to be considered a capital offense. For the greater good.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the things that I'm most annoyed about because the beta worked perfectly. So my personal opinion is that there was an idea that there might be something wrong, but that they would fix it once the game went live.
Why would we leave the safety of our ship for the unknown of an alien world? We have everything we need here. No one goes without. We have sustainable food, water, medical supplies, and power sources for all on board. This is our Eden, not some dust ball hurtling through the vacuum of space. It makes no sense to leave. Besides, we have no idea what we would find on these worlds. If we'd survive, if we'd be able to find food or water, there could be anything out there. The ship's council makes the law, and they were right all those years ago. That's why we elected them after all. The Odysseus is our home, and this is where we stay. For the greater good.
Okay, I'll just scan this one first and then...
It's been years since we've dealt with something like this, and to be honest, I'm not sure we can cope anymore. Sickness has taken hold. Detected it too late. By the time we knew what it was, half the ship was infected. Rings A and C are no-go areas, even for medical staff. Council orders. So many areas are quarantined off now. We're cut off from some of the ship's key systems. We should have been better prepared. It's not the first outbreak we've had. Back in my dad's day, an epidemic flooded the ship after a meteor storm. There were riots and people getting sick, but we got through it. We rebuilt the farms, people got medicine and recovered. This is different. The council has initiated martial law. The ship's under curfew, and anyone found to be infected is locked up in the quarantine zones. They say it's for the greater good. I don't know anymore. I can't think straight.
Okay, that's number 3. Number 4.
If the sickness killing us all wasn't bad enough, the council just gave the order. Someone flicked a switch and they vented it all. Ring A, C, the med base, the holding base, all of it. Anywhere there was a sign of infection, hundreds of people sucked out into space. Hundreds more suffocated with no air. For the greater good. We were raised to believe that the will of the council is absolute. They govern, they rule for all of us. But this? There's talk of a movement to remove the council. They want to get off the ship to leave at the next habitable world. After all these years, none of us have any memory of anything but the Odysseus. It's a dream. We wouldn't know what to do if we got planetside. I'm 5th generation. All I know is the ship, the council, the laws. And I know that going down to an unknown planet would likely be the death of us all. Besides, it will never happen. The council won't allow it. There is only one way off this ship.
I hope the music's not intruding over this.
They thought they had eradicated it. We all thought they had. We fought for the greater good. We existed here for the greater good. We mourned the lost ones for the greater good. Council made peace for the greater good. We exist. We remember. We mourn. All for the greater good.
For the greater good, I'm
20
guessing.
years we have existed. But you can't kill this. It hides. It retreats and mutates and comes at you again. The same, but different. Stronger, more deadly. Now there is nothing left. No people, no council,
No
no
laws.
only the sickness. I record this as a warning. Do not board this ship. It is dead. Mourn those lost and remember, but do not set foot on board this ship.
For the greater good. Okay, so
Greater good.
just to answer what you were saying,
Greater.
let's go. What they generally do is when something messes up, it has a British accent. When something saves the universe, it has an American accent. They've got that ballsed up the wrong way, haven't they? But we all accept it because it's part of the story merry-go-round that we all like to be part of. Okay, so ooh, I was just thinking about popping back to Kofan. Actually, it's right next door. I think I might do. I think I might just pop home to Kofan to. I was thinking of getting a different ship, something that's just slightly more nimble for these generation ships. Engage frameshift. I was going to say hard points. I'm guessing it's one jump. Yep. Engage frameshift.
Frameshift drive charging.
Now let's go. I'll be furiously typing into his. Why are we overheating? Oh, we're next to a sun, aren't we? Still shouldn't really be heating up that much. Boost. Yeah, well, you would say that. You're in with it. Right, let's see. Chromaport. Chromaport. It is Chromaport, isn't it? No, he likes the UK, really. Yes, I think he does. You concentrate more on the mess ups that your glorious leader is making, not what our the mess ups that our glorious leaders are making. No, I'm only joking. No, he's like that. Small fingers, you see. Everything you type is furiously typed. I haven't made coloured greens again recently, by the way. Should do. I think every time I think about coloured greens, think of you. Oh, why's that happened? Anybody who's on Twitch who's maybe tried to write something, for some reason there is a block on Twitch messages. That's weird. Oh, you bugger. Where is he? I'm not even in game here. You have me now. I've got nothing on board the ship, you divvy. This isn't one of those hackers, is it? And now, the worst thing about this is you have to re-bloody set the thing now. So if anybody's been typing on Twitch, I do not know why it rejects messages at the moment. There was no mention of it when I first loaded up. Come apart. Cruise assist, there we go. I have aligned it with a target destination. Right, that's active now. Let's have a quick look. Twitch. I am connected with Twitch. It's loading it up now. I want to do that. I'll have to do this in a second. Right, Crummy Port. I mean, Cummer Port.
India, November, Foxtrot. It's good to have you with us. Welcome to the station, Commander.
Oh, Marshal Westing's here in the area. Check it out. Oh, Swifty, you and your racist thinking.
Set course for landing pad 10. Automated approach engaged.
There's a fight going on outside. What is going on here? Look, there's a fight going on outside the station. I hope that's not Marshal Westling. Right. I think Marshall forgot to pay his tab at the bar. What? Common? Was it? Which voice was it? Was it the common Yorkshire one? We'll probably get you lined up with someone who speaks like that, no problem. Or as they say in Yorkshire, knee problem.
Landing gear deployed. Pilots, with their show consideration for fellow visitors, slow down and maintain a reasonable distance from other ships inside this dock.
Right, okay.
Contact confirmed.
Into hangars, Sparport serves. I've had a few now. It's kicking in, people. The alcohol's kicking in as it always does. Universal cartographies. Let's see how much we made from those few. 11 million, see what I mean? 11 million for a few scans. Made 5.3 million in one system. If you're paying, I'm taking. Let's have a look at our shipyard. I might take the Sneaky Beaky for this one. She's got a good jump range, 62 light years, and she runs very cold. She has got shields, as far as I'm aware. Just check. Oh, I need to get rid of my bloody things, don't I? Where is it? It's not my ship paintwork though, is it? Ah, it's in restock, that's why. Why do they charge you to take limpets off your hands? I mean, shouldn't it just be a straight trade? I think it should be. Right, okay, let's have a look. Sneaky Beaky. We'll take the Sneaky Beaky. I think it's got a shield on it. He's hoping. Yep, she's got shields, that'll do. So, let's have a look on the galaxy map where we're going to. We're going to go to Cephei Sector NXU B2-0. So it shouldn't be too many jumps, I don't think. Maybe 3 on this ship. I just need to check systems panel. I just need to check a couple of little bits and bobs. Discovery's going. You use. How is it used? I haven't used them, that's the whole point. The ones you use die off, don't they? That's what I meant. Used limpets. That sounds like something a mother would say. Right, I've got my heat sinks. Not that I need them. Okay, everything's kind of optionals. There we go. So we've got a shield generator, business class padding, business class cabin, which we really don't need. We'll keep it on board anyway. It's only going to give us. Well, no, we'll store it. We don't. If it's not needed, and we jump a bit further, I'll take the planetary vehicle hangar, but the cargo rack's not needed either. It can go into store. So it takes me to 6446, and you know what? I'll put that in the hangar as well. Don't need it at the moment. That might take me over 65. 6637. Holy camoli. Right. And that's the 4H as well. I can't remember if I can get better than that. I think the 4H is the best one, isn't it? Yeah, you might have a point there actually. God knows. Right, okay, so I think we'll put a flight assist on just in case. This might affect our power output now, but that's alright, we can work on that. Systems panel. Because we will not need our cargo hatch at all. We only need one. That's going to save us 4%. Then we're down to. Hang on. Oh no, usage 98. Oh no, we're alright. We're alright. Output. Okay. So auto launch this mother lover.
This is a message to all commanders. Please reduce your speed when maneuvering your ship.
Detachment confirmed. Your way is cleared for departure.
Boost. Boost. Engage frame shift. It looks like a gypsy's taxi, this thing. No offense to gypsies, actually. Not for this taxi. Engage frame shift. These lights, they remind me of that scene in Planes, Trains and Automobile when they're in the taxi. Engage frame shift.
No fire zone. Goodbye, Commander.
Honk it. I don't think we're going to have many jumps to this thing. Did I put a deep surface scanner on? I don't think I did I? Damn it. I know I didn't. And I bet this place has like 3 Earth lakes. Oh no, it doesn't have anything. That's good. It was a commie station, but it's beautiful. Engage frame shift. You can be a commie in game, come on. Honk it. Eight bodies, that's going to have an Earth like. Dang it. I don't look. Honestly, I don't look. 2 jumps. Engage frame shift. I love this ship, it's so cool. You can jump from underneath the sun and it still gets colder as the engine's spooling up. It's amazing. That was Kathina who gave me this build. Just a weird graphical glitch there. What, like me and shooting things? Honk it. Yeah, actually, in this game, I don't understand why they put it as communist, or whether they should have had the option of socialist. I know you think they're both are the same, but they should have had that system in play. Engage frame shift. Don't know why I'm waiting. Engage frame shift. So used to waiting. I went walking in the mountain of Montserrat this last weekend. I don't know if anybody knows this mountain. No, it's shut up. Honk it. I don't see Iceland, Sweden, Finland, Denmark, or any of those countries in communism. In a communist state. Come on. Well, you never know. Right, let's have a look. So, there we go. Hang on, didn't I buy a blooming... I'm sure I did. Systems panel. Maybe I didn't turn it on. As daft as that sounds. Advanced docking computer. Shield generator. But I bought a thingamajig. I put it in a 1 slot. Oh, for God's sake, come on. Yet. Did anybody see me not buy it? Hey, Bat21, how's it going? Willkommen. Okay, so this one's a little bit of a way, but we'll get there, don't worry. I'm really annoyed that I didn't fit it. I was absolutely sure that I'd fitted it. 110% sure I had. But we can always stop off somewhere else. There's nothing in this system, but... This is with Generation Ship Fanes. Well, we're on our way to this one. Head up the garb. Just trying to find it now. There's quite a lot of generation ships to get through, I'm going to be totally honest. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get through them all, because I still think I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I've still got 10 to go. We can do a little bit of spinny winny flying while we're on our way there. That always gets super fast the closer you get. I don't know why the generation ships are miles away from the sun, like. Let's go grab a beer. American one, actually. Let's go. I thought I was holding it right, to be fair. It's Pabst, is that right? Is that how you pronounce it? Blue Ribbon. Although it feels a bit too cold to me. Might have frozen it. From Milwaukee. Milwaukee. Right, okay. I know it still seems like we're not going anywhere, but we haven't built up speed yet. Once we get to that top speed, we'll be there in the shake of a lamb's tail. So yeah, this whole hacking thing is kind of... I mean, it's a big thing for Elite, but it's nothing new in the gaming community for people to be using them, so I'm not particularly put out by it in any way. And that's why I think there's a lot being made of it. Because people are saying FDev aren't doing anything about it, but it's maybe whether they're thinking What was I thinking? Maybe they just think that, well, it doesn't really have that much of an impact on the game. Okay, now we're picking up speed. Getting in the 500-600 range here, and then it's gonna just go up and up and up really fast now. So say 7 minutes, but I think it's gonna be less. We should have had one of my old quizzes. Somebody in my Discord's playing the Division 2 just to rub it in on me. It's not very fair, is it? Maybe they're not doing. Maybe they're not doing it to rub it in. Yeah, it is pretty low key, to say the least. I don't think my taste buds didn't really... The last time I saw this, I think we were shooting it in Utah. I think we were using it for clay pigeon shooting. 4.6. I suppose not too bad. I've tried Brooklyn beer, but that was horrible. I tried Samuel Adams, that was even worse. I'd like to try Samuel Jackson's, but I don't think that's been made yet. Okay, we're up to 825. What about the quality of the beer? I'm drinking whiskey on the side, so it's the whiskey that counts. The beer's just to clear the taste buds, really. Look at those numbers counting down now. It's crazy it takes so long to get up to speed. I wonder why people would hack this game. Mike's Hard Lemonade. I've only ever seen that on To Catch a Predator. all the blokes seem to turn up with it. I don't think it's very good if you buy that in a corner shop. You might have 5-0 riding you all the way home. 5-0. Did anybody watch any of my football streams? Well, not the streams, but the videos. I know Ella's guy dropped in for one. I was enjoying making them, but it just didn't look like anybody was that interested in them, so I stopped. I've still got the save game. I might continue it. Oh no, yet. We can all have a bit of a dance. Oh, don't do that again. No, don't worry, I won't. I was also looking at secondary games to stream as well, other than Elite Dangerous. I know that you're all hardcore and you're all going to only want Elite Dangerous, but I was thinking of doing LA Noire as one of them. That's like a police detective game. set in a noir period of the 19 something. And I quite like that period. I think it'd be, and I like the game, but it's been a long time since I played it, and I don't know if I ever finished it. I'd love to do an NFL game stream one time, but I've actually traded the game in recently. Just wasn't playing it enough. Made a bad trade as well. Made a bad trade. Went and got UFC game. Which one? The LA Noire? Oh, it's a little bit old now actually. But if you ever watched what's it called? Mad Men. It's got a few of the actors out of that TV show in it, and it's all about a detective in the 1940s. I mean, it's all done in a noir style, and based around the Black Dahlia murder. It's a really good game, really well. It's a Rockstar game. It's very, very well put together. I just love the I just remember all the different like cases you have to solve, and then there's kind of a line running alongside it as well, and it touches some important subjects. Oh, I see another ship in my area coming in from up above there. It's a weird angle. I don't know if he's just getting there faster than me or what. Some of them are round sky, yeah. Actually, some of my favourite movies are black and white. Just love the old black. What's it called? 12 Angry Men. Absolute one of my all-time favourites. To Kill a Mockingbird. Love that. It's a Wonderful Life. Most of the Hitchcock films. Love a Hitchcock film every now and again. Rear Window's my favourite. But I like Psycho as well. Love Psycho. Love the way. I don't know if it's just because I watched it when I was a kid, but I just love the pacing of Psycho and the way it makes you feel a lot of the emotions that Marion's going through at the very beginning of the movie. Hashtag no spoilers, but I do. Okay, almost there, folks. 54 seconds. I don't know, what's your favourite film, Bat21? Ella's Guards is a Muppets Christmas Carol, for sure. I know it is. Why does the orbit line disappear in some situations like that? And they used a really they use it in Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead now, but they were using a facial recording technology at the time, which was kind of new. This is LA Noire, by the way. It's kind of new at the time. To think that Team Bondi managed to mess that game up, and then Rockstar had to fully take over, is pretty pathetic, because they were onto a really good thing at the beginning. Vertigo, actually, I love Vertigo as well. Love Vertigo. I don't know why I left that out. I watched North by Northwest for the first time, I think last year. I don't know why. That's one I want to watch again as well, because I enjoyed that one. Oh, I'm going to overshoot. I knew I was going to overshoot. I was just checking, but I didn't. Let's do an old nod of shame. Marshall's definitely going to arrive before me now. I have you with my sights. I'm crushing your head. I'm crushing your head. If anybody knows what that's from, I'll give you a free point. I'm squishing your head. I'm squishing your head. It's not Monty Python either. Oh god, this song always makes me think like we've just arrived at the club. I'll change it. I don't know why I haven't taken it out of the list yet. Keep meaning to. Oh, there's his dropout as well. Okay, dropping in now. Engage frame shift. Did you actually know that, Aliska, or have I done it before? I think you actually probably knew it. Okay. No, that's not the right one. Come on. Please don't tell me I've just... No, hang on. I have got it selected, haven't I? Oops. Ah, wrong one, that's why. Sorry, I switched it around on this ship, so... Is it actually scan? Yeah, people think Monty Python's obscure. That thing was definitely more so. Why aren't I getting any scan points here? Okay, now I've got them. They took a while to show up. Right, let's have a look. Let's go in and get this one. I don't know where it is though. There we go. There she is. On the edge, or... yeah, okay. I think I've got the lights on. Lights? Lights? Oh, yeah. Lights. Lights. Thank you. Honk it. I am able to honk this, aren't I? Is that right? Okay, yeah, I've got the first one, okay. Right, number one. So we're going down here. But we do have a massive ring in front of us. That's what she said. Alright, Nibbler, you're over there on Twitch, are you? Thankfully you can post. That's a good sign. How's your good self this evening? I don't know where this next one is actually. I assume it's... Aha, there she is. There she was. Are you joining us on two channels, are we, this evening? Very good, very good. Boost the numbers up, thank you very much. How are you doing? Scraping many animals off the road lately? Or is that purely weekend fun? Stereo. Where is it? Is it on this side or the other side? No, it's, of course it's on the other side, isn't it? Nearly banged my roof there. I'm not gonna. Does this crash? No, I knew we glitched through them, which is probably rightfully so. Oh no! Don't get me wrong. It's always good to have a boost in numbers. Even if you can't see where Commander Marshal Westling is. Trying to hunt him down, but it's quite elusive. I don't know whether he's just not. There he is. So why is it not showing him? Is he actually sitting on the thing? What a show off! He's hoping that that camouflage hides him. Right, okay, let's have a look. Discovered logs. The last people. I'm using a HOTAS, actually. I'm using a Thrustmaster Basic. I'll say Thrustmaster Basic because it's the cheapest one they have, I think. I used to have a really nice one until it stopped working on me.
Admit, sometimes our mission seems futile. It's still difficult to accept that we're the last humans in the galaxy. But who am I to argue with command? Details regarding the end of humanity are scarce and discussions of it is forbidden. The rumor is there was some kind of cataclysm. Sol was the first to fall, followed by every inhabited system in the core. Plague, famine, war. It could have been anything. All I know is we're the last vestige of humankind. We must find a new home if our race is to survive. Who knows what would happen without command? They've guided and protected us for hundreds of years. If I prove my worth, maybe one day they'll ask me to join them. But for now, I'm happy to serve in whatever way I can.
No, I'm happy for you, Nibbler. I truly am, because that stick was a joy, an absolute joy to fly with, and I'm still sickened that it stopped working. Just a shipping container. To this day, I'm still just really, really sad that it didn't work.
Something really weird happened today. I was accompanying Admiral Kerr on a tour of the ship. Actually, it was more a case of pushing his wheelchair while he mumbled about the good old days. Everyone knows the Admiral should have been put out to pasture years ago. He's certainly not dealing with a full deck. Anyway, he said the strangest thing. As we were passing communications, he suggested we send a progress report to Sol. I tried to explain that Sol was gone, but he was insistent. Then he seemed to clam up, as if he'd said something he shouldn't have. He was silent for the rest of the tour. I'm not sure whether or not to mention it to command. Talk of Sol is forbidden, you know? But I don't want the old man to get in trouble. At his age, who wouldn't be confused?
That shipping container's floating away, people. So, he's moving away because of what happened the last time I flew out with... who was it whose ship I destroyed? Kitchers.
The incident with Admiral Care really played on my mind. So I decided to do some digging. I shouldn't have done it, I know, but I just couldn't stop thinking about what he said. I used his command clearance to access the ship's archives. I almost wish I hadn't now. We're not the last bastion of humanity. That was a lie. A deception designed to dupe every man, woman, and child aboard the ship. Our mission should have ended generations ago. But when the ship reached its destination, the planet was found to be uninhabitable. Most people wanted to turn back, but Command wanted to continue and find a new colonizable planet. There was an uprising, which was violently brought to an end. Afterwards, they put out reports that we were the last members of the human race in an effort to keep us under control. It was all a lie. I'm not sure what to do with this information. Would anyone believe me if I told them?
Yeah, that was the big problem, Nebula, because that's what happened with mine. And the problem is the stick felt extremely luxurious to use. Great control, just everything about it I absolutely loved. I'm getting used to this stick now because I've just had it for so much longer than that one. But the fact that that thing had so many switches that you could implement everything into, it was a really hard kind of turnaround. I'm just going to nip to Lou. I'm going to play this last one from Warrant Officer Noonan as I go to the toilet. So I apologise if I'm a bit late coming back.
I didn't mean for things to get out of hand. But the people had a right to know the truth. I only told a few people I thought could be trusted, but it spread like wildfire. Within hours, Command was faced with an angry mob threatening mutiny, and they responded with overwhelming force. Over the last few days, the ship has been engulfed in conflict. Two factions have emerged. One that wants to return to the core, and one that wants to continue with the mission. People are dying, and it's all my fault. Why did I tell them? All I can do now is try to stop the killing before every last person on the ship is wiped out.
Right, sorry about that. Did it finish? Okay, so people are dying, blah 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 blah. Death to the numerous people. Right, okay, so yeah, what have we been through? 1, 2, 3 ships so far. I'm gonna see if we can do at least one more. I'm just gonna check one out now. I'm just seeing if there's anywhere to land here to get that extra probe thing, but unfortunately there isn't. So, right, I think we're gonna go off to. Whoops, why does that keep popping up like that? HIP 114458. Oh, that's not too hard to remember. It's 132 light years away, so that's going to be 3 to 4 jumps. I'm suspecting 2 big jumps and a small one. Yep. Where did that pesky ship go? Boost? Okay, so off we go, I think. Hard points. Yeah. Engage frame shift. Engage frame shift. Oh, mass locked, I think. Engage frame shift. Oh, come on. Oh yeah, watch it. Oh, Dave, I'm gonna look it up. Oh no, I haven't got the vehicle hanger. That was where I was going to in the last stream when the drugs kicked in, wasn't it? For anybody who was watching, those were completely legal drugs. I wasn't doing anything nefarious. Engage frame shift.
Frame shift drive charging.
Because I haven't got the. I took the thing out in the docking bay, didn't I? I haven't got my notebook either. I think I was on the way there in the last stream. I think I remember looking it up and thinking, right, off we go, and then the pills kicked in, and I couldn't. I don't even remember ending that stream. I've not even gone back and watched it. Aren't it?
System scan complete. Fuel scooping.
Honk it. Engage frame shift.
Disengaged.
I bet I can get there faster than Marshall. In this little nimble thing. Honk it. Right here. Oh yeah, we've got Grimwald. Oh no, I'm thinking Griswold. I was thinking 7,000 light seconds though. Okay, next jump. I have to be careful in this ship. I have to remember my tank's not as big. That's what she said. Engage frame shift.
Frame shift drive charging.
Legal drugs from the druggeria. You wouldn't know they were legal. I actually don't remember anything when I take them. It's not a very good thing actually, that. But literally I can't remember anything the next day. Which is why I'd rather not stream on them. Just in case I come out with something that I shouldn't. Hey, Nibbler, what do you think of the whole hacking thingamajiggamabobajajoo? What do you think about that? I'm guessing, because you play around with the background simulation, so I'm guessing you have some stern words about it. You haven't heard about all the hacking tools people are using in Elite Dangerous? I honestly don't think they can mess about with the background simulation as much as people think they can. If you don't know about hacking tools, you may think, oh, you can do so much with it, but you can only do so much, especially in a persistently online game. You can manipulate certain things, and even certain things that you can manipulate. Sometimes you're only actually manipulating the words on screen. You're not even actually manipulating said manipulated thing. Oh crap, there's an Earth world here. That's 3 million I won't get, because I haven't got the bloody deep surface scan. What a waste of money. Well, this ship must have, I mean, they must have They must have ejected onto this Earth, like, surely. Hey, enough. Yeah, you get him. Engage frame shift. Why would they say that lave radio we're using stuff? Go on. Watching the cats have a sumo fight here. And the girl's giving as good as she's getting. Get him, Mimi. Should get this on camera and charge money. Get him, Mimi. Yeah. Told you I'd beat you. Oh, right. So that does sound like it could be people who are maybe supportive of Lave. No? Right, we've already been through this before. Ah, yeah. There you go. I think you showed him who's boss, don't worry. Okay, here we go. So we have the initial scan is complete. No, someone put the brakes on, please. But when you say bots, because you said you don't know much about hacking, are you on about aim bots or? Because I don't think anybody's created any kind of bots that can do anything particular. Like, for example, there's no bots at the moment that allow you to do... well, there is actually a program that allows you to do missions, but it requires... it requires a fair bit of programming, and to be honest with you, in the time that you program it to do it, you could have actually done the mission yourself. Shut up. Like I say, it takes quite a long time to program them, so if you might as well just do it yourself after that. I suppose if once you've programmed it once, if it's going from an easy place, then right, and the last one. 3. Marshall messaged me again. Oh no, he's just saying I'm a shipping container, move along. Okay, yeah, one more. Where is it? I reckon it's back through the rings. Yeah, they're actually getting on really well at the moment, so it's not something, and they kind of play fight, but some of the play fights can get a little bit aggressive because the female's she's trying to show that she's no pushover. Whoops. And the male doesn't want to do too much because he knows I'll kick his ass if he hurts her. Right, okay, let's have a look. So, and then he gets miffed off after a while and walks off shouting to himself. Okay, let's see what this says.
Full diagnostic initiated. Engine. Systems normal. Medical. Systems normal. Biosphere. Systems normal. Habitat. Systems normal. Life support. Systems failure. Command. Systems normal. Defaulting to mission protocols.
You don't know the half of it, Dave. That is minuscule on his levels. That's a slight disagreement with others. It's not a full. It's not a full. I'm talking about it. It's not a full-blown meltdown when he decides to tell the whole world. He goes and we have a hairdresser's below us. It's got like a courtyard on the back of the house, and our balcony overlooks the hairdressers. And if we tell him off, he will happily go outside and try and tell the hairdressers that we're mistreating him.
Target system detected. Transferring to approach vector. Initiate manual control and override automated timing. Repeat. Initiate manual control and override automated timing. Repeat. Initiate manual control and override automated timing. Alert. Automated flight must be overridden for final approach. Scanning command deck for crew. No crew detected. Scanning ship for crew.
Oh.
No crew detected. Scanning ship for passengers.
So this is another disappearing one, isn't it?
No passengers detected.
So this is another disappearing act.
Malfunction. Process anomaly encountered. No crew present. Emergency protocols initiated. Begin spooling AI decryption override. Singularity will be reached in 451 hours. Stand by.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, people, if you're enjoying the video. Or if you're not, you can always like and subscribe anyway, just to show how upset you are. That would be nice.
Singularity achieved. Artificial intelligence operating at 92% of human capacity.
That's still 8% off.
Processing solution. The crew are dead. The passengers are dead. Reason, life support malfunction. Processing solution. Maintain geosynchronous orbit until further directives received.
What a strange one. Some of these are a little bit strange, to say the least. The fact that people are that the life support's been taken away, and it seems to be pretty much a lot of the generation ships are going through this issue where their life support's been taken offline. Is that the generation ship Achilles? Is that how you pronounce it? Yeah, so it's happening to quite a lot of these ships. Now, let's have a look. I'm gonna have to have a look for somewhere where I can kit up a little bit, but I don't want to. Wow, there's a lot of destroyed stations in trouble here. What are those markers? I know what they are, I just can't be asked looking. Ah, it's the starter zone, yeah. Shouldn't they be turned off? Really? Look for populated systems. That as well. Or we could just say allegiance. And then it's only going to bring up populated systems anyway. Okay, let's have a look at this one. What's this? Kunjabozo. Kunjabozo. That sounds... You know, it would be good if you could actually, Ellis Guy. You have an absolute point there. If you could just go and salvage some stuff out of them, that would be... It would be interesting. Engage frame shift. What? No, not until hard points are down. Hard points. Engage frame shift. Engage frame shift. There we go. We'll see if we can't get our stuff in here at this station. So that was Achilles. I still have the Artemis. The Artemis, the Hyperion, the Phobos, the Pleione, the Spear of Hope, the Thetis, and I think there's one more. Honk it. Honk it. It's like having bloody kids, this. Give over, you twat. Oi. Throw at them. Ecumenical communication relay. That would be an ecumenical matter. Right, okay, so these are only small stations, but I can actually land at a small station, but if it hasn't got anything in it, that would show by population size, yes. So minimum, let's knock it up a little bit. Let's get some Danker. That sounds like a curry. That sounds like my type of place, Dank. The Danker system. Engage frame shift. Similar to Dagobah system. Have they got Dagobah system in this game? Should. They bloody well should. Honk it. 22 bodies. There we go. We've got Morrison Dock right here. Lock destination. I'm gonna, for the first time in a long time, we're gonna attempt a manual landing in a small ship, no doubt. Maybe they do. But have people just accepted the bots as a kind of, as part of the gameplay, or do people actually complain about it? That's the thing I'm interested in, is if it actually really affects people. Because as I say, I don't really take part in PvP. Try and get my words out tonight. I haven't even drunk that much. Being on a low period, y'all. I'm trying not to drink so much these days. Tonight's my big night. Yeah, they could do if it's an open. Yep. If it's people using hacks, they can be hacked and attacked themselves. So. Oh, look, there's another Earth type. Unscanned. Engage frame shift. Boost.
Lincoln Tango Whiskey Alpha. We prepared a landing pad for your arrival, Commander. Welcome to our station.
Landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Ah, don't want an auto dock.
Position authorized. Cleared for landing on docking bay.
So did I get an auto dock system then before rather than the Super Cruise? I thought it was a Super Cruise system I had. Oh well.
Landing complete. Commence system shutdown.
Okay. See if we can't sell something. I don't think we scanned anything in this ship, that's the only thing. If we do, it'll be a one system. Yeah, it's a 78,000 for the stuff we've honked, I'm guessing. We'll refuel it, we'll go to outfitting. Optional internal. So, apparently I didn't fit one. Which is strange. Super Cruise Assist. Advanced docking computer. Cruise Assist. And the other one we need is the surface scanner. Detailed surface scanner. I don't know why those things aren't on that ship, because it is important for most of the ships to be outfitted with those. Systems panel. I was going to say my fire groups aren't set. There's a light scar. Could be number 2. Maybe it's number 2. I don't at the moment, no. Not on this ship. What are you doing, you freak? Wait. What are you doing? So maybe I should actually take one. I did have one in storage. That's your fault, that Nibbler. You made me go over my power limit. I'll be watching you. It's okay. We don't need to worry. Systems panel. Just change some of the modules around. No, we need thrusters. Cargo hatch, that's one we can knock off. And let's see. Cockpit canopy. I'm going to be honest with you, heat sinks we don't need unless we're doing our sneaky beaky missions, but that takes us to exactly 100%. Of course it does. Life support, we can turn that off, can't we? I was going to say we could turn off subcruise assist, but for the time being, but that'll end up. Turn off advanced docking compute until it's absolutely needed and switch that around. So power distributor, I'm not sure why my thing's red on that. Somebody said that was a... Anybody know why? And then thrusters should be alright. Okay, so that's 97. Should be alright. Right, people. I am going to sadly have to call it a night because I'm like at the 2.5 hour thing. As you can see, my eyes are starting to go now because more recently, because of the medication and stuff, I've actually been, for my neck, I've actually been sleeping much earlier. So for me to be awake at 2 o'clock is it's a pretty big feat. I'm going to be honest with you. A damn big feat. So pat on my own back for that. And well, we'll see how it goes. So what I'm going to try and do is make Wednesday night Elite Night. So it will be the home of Elite Night. I think it's probably the best day for me to do it. It's probably, maybe, I don't know if Tuesdays is a better day for me to do it. You can always mention in the comments whether you think a Tuesday or a Wednesday would be better for you as viewers, and I can probably choose the one that you want. I think they're both kind of the same for me. Wednesdays is a bit of a longer day at work, but less stressful. Tuesdays, less work, more stressful. Tuesdays live radio. I could follow it after live radio though, no? I think live radio are finished by the time you get to 11:30, aren't they? I think so. Give over. Could maybe get some follow on. Yeah. I could do it as a follow on maybe. Yeah. They might make it Tuesdays then. I'll tell you what, I'll think about it over the next few days and I'll leave a message in the Discord and mention which day that I think it's going to be. And then there'll be another day, probably, it'll either be a Friday or maybe even early things on Saturdays and Sundays where I will be streaming other games and other gaming. So I hope you all tune in for that too, if you're interested in other stuff. So for until then, I'll say 9-7. Thank you for joining me so much tonight, and I shall see you next time. No, Dave, not tomorrow night. I don't think. Sorry.